seeing what cesspool new and trending looks like today.
Oh God!
Like poo stool?
Okay, are we back? I hope we're back.
Yeah, we can go back. Yeah, we're ready.
No,
Sorry.
no. Something happened on my end to the stream ending.
Oh, you broke it.
Oh God, it's broken. Oh,
You broke
no.
the podcast.
There's 2 live streams happening at once.
What do you mean there's 2 live streams? I hope that got it restarted.
Wait, what's going on his Twitch?
Hold up. Look at your YouTube club.
Okay, let me take a look at this.
Let me open this one. And this
Oh,
one.
God.
This one is only 18 minutes, so that one's over. This one is currently live.
Oh no, I can hear myself. Oh God, so it didn't restart is what you've just told me.
You ended that and continued.
Okay,
Oh, no.
You broke it, and then you fixed it, but did you
He
learn
was
anything?
so worried about you and I derailing the fucking podcast that he just clipped it right there.
What?
He clipped it right there and was like, nah, fuck these guys.
Oh no.
Now he actually has to go video edit. If he
Video
wants
edit.
to
Oh,
fix
that's
it.
funny. That's really funny. You know darn well that's not gonna happen. It's
I
gonna
know.
be two separate videos.
As long as you're learning how to work YouTube, this is an experience we can.
I mean,
work
I
away
can
from.
I can share my screen really quick for you guys to see. This is actually really nice. Like low key.
It's
like,
really nice. It's so nice, in fact, that you can just clip your fucking video mid-live.
like it's really nice. You can just do all of this. Can I upload it here? Oh, I can. Oh, neat. Let's just get this going. Save. I can't believe that. That's ridiculous.
What button did you even hit? The
You
fucking
see,
big
so you
ass
see my
red
screen, right?
end stream?
You see the screen, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
You see that?
You. How would you do that?
What are you?
Well, I was
doing?
scrolling around with here. I was like this, and I was like, "Oh, I'll mess around with this stuff," and blah 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 blah. I was scrolling. I saw this. I'm like, "Oh no, I don't want that. I'll close." And I realized what I just did. I'm like, "Oh god damn."
Jesus Christ.
Oh, jeez.
I'm very proud of
Oh,
the fact
that's
that
funny.
that even happens.
I
It wasn't
derailed
even
my
me.
own podcast.
Nice. He can't even be mad anymore.
No, I can't. Well, that's pretty funny. Yeah, I'm gonna have to change. I mean, I'm gonna have to change a lot of things, like on Streamlabs side of things.
Oh, I thought
Do
you-
we like YouTube so far? Has it? Been
I mean,
beneficial?
it gives me better analytics, in my opinion, than Twitch does. Like on the fly, it tells me concurrent viewers, chat rate, views, average view time. I don't know. To be honest with you, it might be better than streaming on Twitch.
Well, we'll decide in the following days.
We'll have to test. I mean, I don't think it's going to get as many views, in my opinion.
Try to reduce the breaking of the podcast.
You
until
shush
after.
up. We'll shush up. We'll see. We'll try taking this somewhat seriously this week, Xander. You and me, we're going to play a lot of games, I guess. For 2 hours at
Yeah.
a time, then stop. But we'll see. I mean, the biggest issue, one of the reasons why I haven't been
Why
streaming
2
lately.
hours at a time?
Why do you
Got
think?
a dog.
Because I have a fucking dog.
Yeah, I forget that's the thing. I thought that was just some like fucking obscure ass
No.
restriction you put on yourself, and I was
No.
like, what?
No, because I don't know how this is going to improve growth or not. I mean, what I might do is, what I should probably be doing is recording these, if we're going to do it like this, and like streaming it on Twitch on an off day, right? And just start having like a playlist of these podcasts that I could just play on Twitch, you know?
Mhm.
Like, almost like a radio style. But,
I got you. Like how they typically do it, called filming in advance.
no. No. What are you talking about? No. Not at all. I'll have to see if there's like a podcast category though for YouTube to help with that more. Because
How many
this
categories
isn't
were there?
gaming. I mean, I can show you how many categories. We'll talk
No,
about
you
this
don't need
later.
to show
but
me. Was it more than 50 or less than 50?
Less than 50.
Okay, so it's manageable.
It was like 20.
Oh, Xander, way
What?
the fuck off topic. You watched the D&D movie yet?
No, I haven't. It's not
Oh
up
my
yet.
god!
I
It's
just
been-
watched.
It's been 24 whole hours. I thought you'd be on top of this.
Well, I could go watch a can, but you know what I mean. Like, I'm just gonna wait till I get the good thing. Avatar 2, I just watched. That was great. Murder Mystery 2 on Netflix, which just released, is great. I don't know why not everybody's a fan of Adam Sandler, but hey, I like Adam Sandler's Murder Mystery. He plays a very good role for himself. Yeah, that was about it. Well, Tomo-chan came to an end. Both of you watched it,
It was
right?
so good. I
Yeah.
love it. It's one of my favorites. Yeah.
I enjoyed Tomo-chan. That was great.
One clone's favorite because he just secretly wants to get beaten.
No, I just listen here. I just
Wasn't
want
a
a
very
friend.
confident no.
I'm not gonna say that's not 100% what it is, but I mean, listen here. All right, I am of the belief that abs are superior. Simple and cross it off with a T. Okay. I don't know if I'll ever have abs in my life. I'm hoping if I can see an ab.
Everyone has abs.
If I can see an ab at the end of this year, I'd be happy. I don't think I'm going to, because I got about as much fat on me as a beer stein. I don't know where I'm going.
Man's going to figure out how to go to sleep while doing crunches.
Doing crunches, yeah. I mean, all I'm doing is trying to like manage what I eat now, like less eating, and so far it's been pretty good. Plus, the dog doesn't allow me to like. My biggest issue with eating is because I have nothing to do all day. All I think about is, man, I'm kind of hungry. I could eat some food, constantly. I don't know if that makes sense or not.
Oh, makes sense. Makes sense.
So it's interesting.
So I guess we'll get to the One Piece spoiler part of the show.
Well, we can talk about Tomo-chan. Hold up now. Let's hold up.
What do you want to say about Tomo-chan? I mean,
Xander's too fucking curious about these spoilers.
It was
apparently. Here's the thing. Another thing we could do on this: add stream marker. I could make chapters.
And
directly in this.
Coming in
nice.
hot.
He'll just label some shit as derailed and then back on track.
Back derailed, back on track.
I wonder how I would do that. What happens if I add in stream? I'm just gonna click on
Multiple
stream marker.
topics while derailed.
But
Okay,
Xander, I'm
stream
looking
marker.
more and more into Demonologist, and it looks pretty decent actually.
Yeah, I want to see actual gameplay. I need to look.
There's a free demo on Steam.
Oh, there's
For what?
a free demo.
Demonologist. It's a co-op
Oh.
horror game. Came out March 27th.
It's the demo fucking co-op.
I don't fucking know.
I don't
I'm
know.
just letting you know. It's
Better
also
question.
a whopping $15, dude. That's a drop in the bucket.
All right. Okay. Let's stay on one topic at a time. You flipping.
We have
ADHD.
ADHD, and probably some more shit, actually.
Yeah, probably cancer. I swear to God. So, okay, let's hear about those One Piece spoilers now.
Yeah.
All right,
so,
10 out of 10. I love this.
10 out of 10. I mean,
Nelly.
you brought up the
I
Tomo-chan.
was
Hey,
debating bringing it back to something along the lines of why did we talk about Tomo-chan even more? But I was internal conflict, be a dick or not be a dick. But no, One Piece. So the chapter that comes out this week on Friday, basically you have a special division within the Navy, and I think it's called like Sword Squad or something like that. So them and another part of the Blackbeard pirates are clashing. Blackbeard's not there, but I think they're clashing on Pirate Island, if I remember correctly. That's where Blackbeard's trying to basically make his own country.
Okay.
And it would just be of pirates. And then at one point, Garp shows up and he's not supposed to. And he starts just destroying buildings with his hockey.
Oh my, what?
Yeah. That's all the spoilers we were given for this week. So I'm assuming it's going to be a lot of character introduction on who the people in the Sword Pirates are, because they listed the names, but none of them really sounded familiar to me. And then we get to see, I guess it's probably more of an introduction for the part of the Blackbeard pirates too, just to kind of, because they're going to be like the villains coming up here soon. And the only one we really knew was like Jesus Burgess, the strongman, and Blackbeard.
Okay.
They've shown a couple of the other ones from time to time, but like they've never really gone in depth. So I'm assuming the fact that like you have part of the Blackbeard pirates fighting Law right now, and Blackbeard's actually there fighting Law. They kind of get that section out of the way. Mm-hmm. And then they skip on over. Right now, we've got Blackbeard's ship over by Luffy, but it's presumably that Blackbeard's not there because he was actually out with him and Jesus Burgess. And there's like one or two other of his people are fighting Law at an island kind of far away from them. And then you have now, because they haven't announced who the fuck is in Blackbeard's ship right now, you've got the Sword Squad fighting the other part of his pirates at their island. So we don't actually know who's on the ship. The only one who they haven't, I think, shown to us at this point, unless I'm wrong, is Kuzan, who is the Ice Fruit, the Admiral. He's a part of the Blackbeard Pirates. So I don't think they've shown him yet. So right now it's presumed that he might be near Luffy.
And
And
can I ask a question really quick?
Yeah.
What does Tomo-chan fit into all of this?
Oh, actually, that's canon. After One Piece is over, the world, it ends, and then this is just way in the future.
Homo
wow.
is
Yeah,
Luffy's
tectonic plates kind of move a lot of
great
Tectonic
grandkid.
plates.
No more islands. They've all crashed into each other. We learned that there's underwater volcanoes.
There's a place called Okinawa.
Yep.
That's where you went with that?
Yep. The fucking mountain in the Grand Line, don't remember the name of it. That's actually Mount Everest.
What is that called? Oh god, I've forgotten now.
Oh god, it's like Reverse Mountain. There you go. I knew I could do it without a Google search. Also, I realized something. Once One Piece is over, like let's say, because we're on the final arc, let's say this is like another, to be generous, 400 chapters.
Mm-hmm.
You could fucking I'm gonna give it a generous full 4 days. In the manga, if you read from chapter 1 to 1500, you could easily do that in like 4 days.
Oh, if you read the manga, yeah, the manga goes by fast as heck.
That's like 20. How many years are we on right now? Is it 25 or is it 20?
The first came out in, I believe, 1998 was the first year of One Piece.
25 years then?
Yeah.
25 years of
really?
Story.
Yeah, 25, yeah.
Like, how crazy is that?
I don't know.
Why couldn't I have been born a little later? Just saying.
Tell me about it, where we could have...
binge read 25 years of Story.
Mm-hmm. At the same time, though, I mean, like, here's the thing, right? I mean, I like manga. The reason why I don't read a lot of it is because either you have to find it online, which I'm not a huge fan of reading stuff like that online, or you have to buy it, at least in America, at least around me. We don't have any, like, manga cafes,
Yeah, I mean, it's slowly becoming, like, not that way.
Well, yeah, because anime is becoming
and I think
mainstream.
I'm going to generalize this. I think... No, don't get me... anime had a huge help for becoming mainstreamed via superhero movies.
What?
It started to normalize comic books. They became very popular.
Okay.
And manga is very similar to that.
How is it very popular? Or very similar to comic book? What? Comic books?
Manga and comic books?
Yeah.
They are both very similar. What do you mean?
What do you mean?
You have your panels, and there's dialogue, and there's typically a picture in every one. You just read manga backwards. If you cannot tell me that if you read manga left to right, that's just a comic book.
Well, I get that, but like how did that popularize anime becoming mainstream?
Because comic books became less like, oh, that's the nerdy thing, because that's what they were for a long time, generalized as.
Were they?
Yeah, what do you mean?
Not when I was a child. What are you talking about? Maybe like in the 80s.
Are you? Yeah. Yes.
Do I look like I was alive in the 80s? Don't answer that.
A lot of your... Redacted.
Redacted.
The word I wanted was filtered, actually. But...
But it was so filtered it got redacted.
It did.
Filtered. I mean, I don't know about that one. Like, I think the reason why anime's become mainstream, one, to be honest with you, I think it has a lot to do with Attack on Titan, Demon Slayer, and all these other ones that have been, won't say transcended boundaries, but that got so much traction in the anime community. Things such as like Twitter, Reddit, YouTube, every place, even if you were a quote unquote normally, as we call them, you saw it. And so you're like, okay, what the hell is this? And you clicked on it and you're like, oh, this is actually pretty decent. Or some shit like that. That's how I thought. I didn't think it really got popularized because comic books popularized the fact that you could read manga left to right.
No, I think comic books, like as they became more popular due to the fucking, like, as an example, the MCU, on all of the fucking movies they've produced, it's made liking that kind of thing seemed as less nerdy. That's why there's a lot more merch for shit like that too.
I think comic books
I love comic books.
became more popular purely. I don't think it was because of the movies. I think the movies helped, like you said, less making it nerdy, right? Because you have to remember, right? People who watch comic books nerds, or watch comic books, read comic books nerds, call people who watch movies nerds. All right, the people that are calling people who read comic books as nerds are the classic, like, jock person from goddamn what is that classic? What is it? An 80s film, Breakfast Club, right? It's like those guys.
I've never seen it. I'm sorry.
Okay, well, first of all, Breakfast Club is amazing. Second of all,
yeah, it's amazing.
Second of all, by the way, Breakfast Club has Charlie Sheen in it, which is incredible.
Wait, does it?
Yeah, it does.
Who?
He's the kid, the leather jacket.
That was Charlie fucking
Yeah,
Sheen?
I know, right?
That's
Anyway, so
Shane? Oh my god, I had no clue.
So, second of all, I have my closet. On top of my closet is a bunch of jackets and like other garbage, meh. And then the whole bottom floor of my closet is comics, just comic books, just stacked. When we go to the wedding, like I will fucking bring comic books and give them to you guys. Like I have a lot of copies, like of extras and other bullshit that I've gotten throughout the years. So I don't know. I mean, I've always been a movie fan, and I've always been a comic book fan. And when I was a kid, and even today, I've had friends from then till now that they were into comic books. Maybe not as heavy as I was, but they were also into movies. So I don't know. Being born in the '90s, I didn't see any much of like if you like comics and if you like movies, you were kind of into both.
Maybe I've seen too many old movies where they make fun of people for that shit then.
Oh, I mean, there's definitely trash talking. Like,
what, for being a nerd for watching?
There's definitely trash talking
comics?
on comic book people. Like, people who read comics, like, you would get called a nerd or a geek for reading comic books because it's like, that's an extra level. Definitely reading the comics is an extra level from the movies.
Oh, real quick, side tangent before I forget. Xander, you'll never believe this shit, right?
Yeah.
I was in a customer's house the other day.
I'm ready.
And by the other day, I mean like a couple months ago.
And this is the laptop with this is the server?
No. It was when it was like there was a lot of snow. So I have one of my favorite winter beanies is a thick one, and it's got the bat signal on it. And it's in yellow text around the entire I'm gonna call it the flip up part, because it's just like a long beanie. It has Batman just repeated.
Ooh.
And this guy's wife sees me, and she's like, "Oh my god, my husband has to meet you, because Batman is his favorite, right?"
Okay.
We get to talking. This man has insurance for his comic books.
Oh my god!
Because this man has one of the first 10 original Batman comics in a safe in like a secure location, insured. And he goes, "Yeah, I would show it to you, but I can't. It's very valuable." And I was like, "Oh, no, understandable." And then he basically had a full room, wall to wall, of whenever in movies they have like those old school boxes in offices that have like the handle and then like the tag built in and then like the lid, but they're cardboard. Those boxes, wall to wall, in like a 10-foot by 10-foot room, all labeled. Just filled with comics. And he was like, "Yeah, these are all the rare ones." And he goes, "I have more in the basement that are like the non-rare ones that I've read." And I was like, "Jesus Christ."
What did he need? Like a man who's that deep into comic books, what computer service did that house need?
I was there to have like a printer or something.
Jeez, it's always the printer, I'm telling you. I can't blame him. I would call you for a printer too. Fuck this printer, you deal with it.
But yeah,
printers are
he
pretty
had
easy
like
to deal with
everything
now.
too, because all of the boxes, of course, were labeled.
Why wouldn't they be?
But it wasn't like a by year thing. It was more of like a by comic thing. So like he had like Fantastic Four, Avengers, things like that, all in different boxes. But he has a really really early Spider-Man as well that he also has in the safe with the comic or with the Batman one. But yeah. That was my wild tangent.
No, it's good. It's good. Yeah, I mean, you don't often. I feel like you don't often meet like true comic book fans, and when you do, it seems like it's excessive. But it's like
It's
when you
not.
see
Yeah.
the grand scheme of like there are thousands of comics here, you're like, oh, this is what it means to be into comics. Like,
That'll be my Steam library when
yeah,
I'm
that
his
like
age.
exactly. That's the equivalency of our Steam library and our dedication to games. It's like, oh, this is what it looks like when you were a master of Batman. I know nothing compared to this man.
The only difference being, like, comics as they age, they'll typically get more valuable. Like the first editions of things and all of that. Video games, it's like you want that shit to be valuable, you better do good work in that game to make that shit valuable,
Yeah.
Like you better have been like platinum in Siege or have the beta skin like clone, and then the older Siege gets, the more valuable your account becomes because of that.
Mm-hmm.
And by beta skin I mean alpha.
Alpha skin.
Because he definitely participated in that one
Yeah,
for sure.
I was given access to the alpha due to my grand YouTube prowess back in the day, back when I played video games.
Oh yeah, he's lying through his teeth.
Mm-hmm. Okay, well, side note.
I have seen those. Yeah, that's pretty good.
From the company?
Yeah, those are good.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what the fuck Itsurate Bokura no Koi is in English, but
what he's asking for is he looked up Tomo-chan on Mal and was like, oh, this is a studio that makes it. Just so you know, Xander, just because a studio makes an anime doesn't mean all the other anime is gonna be like the same as like Tomo-chan, because they pretty much just take what they can give them. It's the animation style is what you're gonna get.
Hold on. Yeah, I know. That's what I want. Is their animation style? It's a good animation style.
Okay, Disney.
Anyway, let's not. You just called it Mal.
Yeah.
My anime list, Mal.
Yeah.
Okay, let's be very clear. It was not but 3 years ago. I'm on my way. 3 years ago that I was the one who forced both of you one night to go onto my anime list, make an account, and fill those fuckers out. And I made you guys do that like across 6 months.
Before that,
it took so long.
Granted, I haven't updated mine in 2 years now, I think.
But I haven't updated mine way longer than he has.
But what I'm trying to get, I still used Mal before then, Xander. I just didn't keep my log there. I still looked it up and was like, oh, what studio made this anime? Oh, cool. What else did it did? Blah, 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 blah. You know how many rabbit holes I had to figure out when I was trying to figure out who the hell made Angel Beats back in the day before Mal existed? You know how hard it is to find
doesn't exist.
You know how hard it is to find a sequential order of the Motomogatari series? Monogatari.
I haven't even watched any of it, bro.
Yeah, and I can't pronounce English. What do you want from me?
This is true.
Okay, moving on. I can speak pretty damn good French, weirdly.
Because you fucking speak like your mouth is full of marbles, bro.
I'll fucking fill your mouth full of marbles. Anyway, but yeah, I mean, Tomo-chan, I think, is a great anime. I've read the manga like probably a year, 2 years ago. Maybe a year and a half ago, somewhere around there.
The thing that got released page by page?
No, it was finished by the time I read it.
Gotcha.
Yeah, that's an old manga.
Is it really?
Yeah, it's a really old
manga.
It
was adapted fucking recently then, because I found out like yesterday that I just can't stand old animation.
Why
I tried to watch something that was even a little old.
Angel Beats?
I had to go pull up my fucking Crunchyroll. Angel Beats is on the borderline for me, bro.
Borderline. Boy, you know what? I've had you
when
sit
I can
down,
count the pixels in your subtitles, too old.
I have sat you down and been like, let's watch this, okay? I could tell you were playing a video game in the background and you didn't give a shit anymore by like episode 3, and I tried it 3 different times with you. I don't understand you people, okay? Do you not remember looking at images online, watching YouTube videos where it was all just bitrate? That's all it was. You could see nothing but pixels. I
actually didn't get into anime until after high school.
What?
I had watched Naruto as a kid, seen bits of One Piece, but the Funimation version, for the 4Kids version, so Sanji had a lollipop instead of a cigarette.
You think you know a man? Holy crap! Really?
Yeah, and
I'm more of a weeb than you are.
Yeah.
Holy shit, man! Oh boy.
Yeah, and I caught up. I'm not that far behind you.
No,
I watched One Piece when there was like, I want to say 750 episodes out. I caught up in 3 months.
I read One Piece, okay, up until volume 40, like 6. So don't even at me, bro.
Don't even at me, bro. Wow, you make it sound like 46 volumes is a lot.
It is. It's in the early stages of One Piece, it was.
How
That's
many is
all the
Sword
way
Breath?
through Skypedia.
Read? I don't know. I just read the chapters.
Oh.
I watched the anime and then I just started reading the manga once the anime caught up.
Yeah.
Actually, no. Once the anime caught up like twice because I was like, fuck this. There's way more I can read.
And now I just wait and exist.
Dude, listen. The anime is still good. However, it's a slow burn.
It is a slow burn. It's a really slow burn. Which is fine. I mean, perfectly fine for people like me who are invested in One Piece, but not that invested. I'm not somebody who's going to get a tattoo of it on my shoulder. Invested.
Listen, I know, right? Who fuck it? You know what? Tattoo for One Piece actually I think it's overdone at this point. Me and my boss were having a conversation about this. The one where you have Luffy on your like wrist and then his like fist, extend out into yours.
Never seen that.
Fucking I gotta find that shit now.
I know I've always wanted that tattoo. If I were to do any tattoo, it would be a clone helmet. Would be mine, Republic Commando. Probably the one that I have right now.
This one.
Nah, I've never seen that one before.
What the fuck? How?
What do you mean, how?
I just googled Luffy arm tattoo and that's the only result.
Why am I looking up Luffy arm tat? When am I ever going to do that?
The other result is the 3D2Y, but that's also overplayed.
Okay, that one is pretty overplayed, but...
I'm a big fan, even if it'll probably become overplayed, of the Trafalgar Law hand tattoos, the death one.
Yeah.
It's still pretty dope.
Why am I looking up One Piece tattoos? When I think of a tattoo, I don't want to go online and look for things that people have done before. I want to look at ones that I want. So I look up images from the source and be like, oh, which one of these does it look cool, right?
Yeah, and then you can look up what that looks like on other people because I guarantee you somebody else probably has it.
Yeah, but it depends on the artist. You need to look up a tattoo artist and see what they want to do or how their art style is and see if it matches what you're looking for. That's what you really want to do. Yeah, or you just go to a random ass fucking Mr. Tattoo and get malaria or whatever they give you there. Hepatitis C. B?
Malaria was eradicated, bro.
Eradicated.
Was it?
At least in for the most part. I mean, the fucking
Most
Bill and
first world
Melinda
countries.
Gates Foundation actually did a pretty fucking good job at what the fuck is it called when you hand something out in mass?
A vaccine?
No, when you hand something out in mass. ENMAS. In mass.
Distribution?
Thank you. God, I still couldn't fucking think of the word because you short circuited me, bro.
Oh, the next thing I was gonna go to is you said in mass. I was like, you mean the little crackers and wine they give out during mass?
I don't fucking know.
I don't know. I've never been to a church.
Catholic. Madeline might be, but I passed out last time I was there.
I've set foot in a church.
Reverb. Something about the reverb when they like talk on the speaker.
Mm-hmm. Actually, I don't know.
Out like a light.
I've only been in a church. I've never sat for mass or anything like that. The only reason why I was in a church was Boy Scouts. I know.
That's like so fitting, bro.
I know. Yeah. I've never had to sit through a religious mass or anything like that.
Wait, you were in Boy Scouts?
Yeah.
Question: how far did you make it in Boy Scouts?
So I made it all the way through Cub Scouts, and I just started Boy Scouts when I quit. My brother made it to like a year or two into Boy Scouts.
Gotcha. Do you remember what rank did Sean end at?
Fuck if I don't remember the ranks. I know
Wow.
He didn't make Eagle Scout. I'll tell you that much.
Dude, I got into Boy Scouts and used that as an excuse to just go camping. I never even tried to do anything to rank up or all. Because I was like, why? This is just camping simulator. I don't need to do shit.
Yeah, it's free
you
camping.
Don't get
Meanwhile,
added bonuses to camping.
I mean, see, I liked it because it was teaching me real life things, and they tried to teach me knots, and they were not teaching me knots well, and I've never wanted to learn a knot ever again because the guy teaching it was
knot you
so
need a
etch.
square knot.
I don't know that. I literally do. You're
What?
lucky I know how to tie my shoes.
You got a little extra something in your genetic code there.
I'm not joking. When the person who tried teaching me how to tie knots was so bad at it, it stopped me from wanting to learn any type of other knots. Like, I don't know the name of any of the knots I know. I know, oh, I just put it like this and I do this, and suddenly it worked.
I know the loop-de-looped.
I got a loop-de-loop and it works. Perfect. Like, I know square knots important. I think there's what's the famous one they use on boats where it's tight one way and loose the other way. That might be the square knot I'm thinking. I know it's something else.
Tight one way and loose the other.
I don't fucking know. It's a special type of knot that's special, like me. But I can't remember right. No, I've been meaning to try to learn more knots because I need knots in life. You know, it's as simple as that. You know.
Yeah, I need knots in life, please. I'm gonna get that fucking printed on a T-shirt.
I mean, rope is so handy that you need to. Never mind. Ropes are really, really handy. And I just don't know how to use them effectively. I just know, okay, I can make a little loop with it, wrap it around itself, and loop it inside it again, and suddenly I have a knot, and that works fine. 90% of the time, I can get by.
Yeah.
But for the most part, I've just never needed to tie a knot. And every time someone's like, "Can you tie this?" Me, I don't know how to tie a knot. Them, what? Me, yeah. I've never got taught that. Them, well, I'll teach you. And then they show me it. I'm like, cool. I'm gonna forget that immediately. Like, I even had one of my
I've never been in a situation where somebody's like, "You don't know how to tie this knot? Let me show you." What are you putting yourself in situationally to have that happen?
Camping, tying down tarps over a truck to take out the dump, or take it to the dump. Anything like that, or like when I was working at that one shitty environmental company.
How pathetic do you have to look for them to even like
what?
Say that?
Well, no, they think I know how to tie a knot.
Struggling.
No, they said, "Hey, can you tie this down?" Me, yeah, I can tie it down. Them, what the fuck was that type of knot? Me, I don't fucking know. I just tied a knot. Them, what the fuck?
You walk over, it's like half on fire.
Well, normally what happens is I tighten it so hard they can't get it undone, because that's my biggest issue with knotting anything is I can't undo my own knots.
Yeah.
Because I just don't. Because a good knot should be easily undone, but still tight. That's how a knot should work. That is this essence of a knot. And I don't have that down. And everyone's like, "What the fuck did you do to my rope?" Me, you told me to tie it down. Them, yeah, with like you mentioned, a square knot or this and that knot. Me, don't know what the fuck that is. Them,
what did you do with my rope?
Yeah, what? It's absolutely hilarious.
I feel like somebody using rope to tie a knot typically wouldn't be offensive, but yours is so bad that.
That what? Come on, continue it.
They literally have to ask, "How did you do this?" I'm actually offended that my rope's fucked.
Well, it's not even that. It like for me, like give me 30 minutes on that, and I'll get it loose. It's not that hard. Worst case scenario, you cut it with a knife.
30 minutes.
Oh.
30 minutes. It should never take you that long to untie a knot, though. What are you doing? Tighten it with the force of Zeus?
Yeah, my forearms, Zeus and Zeusis.
Zeus and Zeusis. Zeus and Toos, bro. Come on.
Zeus and Toos. Lefty and righty. Yeah. No, I Boy Scouts was fun. I used an excuse to get outside. You know, I was a very outdoorsy kind of a kid before I found video games.
They really just ruined it, huh?
To be honest with you, when I even got into video games, I was actually still playing sports a lot of the time. Regretfully, like most things in life, growing up ruined sports for me forever. So,
A grown up?
Yeah, the coach. All coaches are assholes. I've only liked one coach in my life, and it was my like little league coach. You think? I think that's what you call
what when you're
baseball before it's really baseball.
What? I mean, I don't think the rules just change.
No, they do. You get like a little, like the little
T-ball.
T-ball. That's what it's called. Thank you.
When you have the fucking T?
Little T. Yeah, for the ball. Yeah. I don't fucking know what it's called. I was like, I don't know, 5, 6, 7. Not even 7.
It was like one of these 3 ages, bro.
I I swear, if you look at my face and hear me talk, you'd assume I'm like 40 years old. Oh my god. Ugh.
I don't know. With speech skills like that, they might think you're like fresh out the womb.
You want to get tased? This is how you get tased. I'll somehow bring a taser through TSA. I swear to God.
Somehow.
Somehow. You don't want to know how. I'll just buy a taser.
Eastern.
No. So I mean, yeah. No, I have some. I would say Boy Scouts taught me about 0 life skills. Ultimately, there were chances to learn. No, I'm not. Our Boy Scouts was shit. Like the instructors did not care in the slightest bit. Like they cared so little that I know my brother was taking archery. Like they get the pin or the badge for the archery thing. Right?
Yeah, I had the archery badge.
Yeah. So the guy, he messed up so badly. The guy was like, "You have to get a bullseye to win, and you're not going to do it. So just give me the bow." That kind of stuff. That's how bad our instructors were, Norm.
Jesus.
Another example was while teaching a kid how to shoot a shotgun, the kid flew backwards and dislocated his shoulder because I'm guessing the instructor did not tell him how to shoot properly.
Damn. What was he shooting?
A shotgun, 12 gauge probably.
Oh.
Oh, and I wasn't there.
Yeah, our I don't think that was called the gun badge. What the fuck was it called?
Gunslinger badge. Yeehaw!
I don't fucking remember,
know.
but we used just like the high-powered BB guns.
Huh? No, we got a slug.
Oh, really? And or we were just shooting like a 22 rifle or something.
Yeah, no, there was that one, the marksman one, I think is what that one was called. I never did any of these, by the way, because I was in Cub Scouts when I saw them done, and I wasn't allowed to. In Boy Scouts, I just lost interest because you're going to teach me how to tie a knot in a church. I'm done, But no, our little chapter was pretty bad. We did have a thing called Scouters Mountain, though. That was pretty cool. That's where you learned how to shoot, how you do archery, how to make like wood carvings, how to tie knots. I'm trying to remember what all I did there. I didn't do a lot. I don't remember a lot. I was too young. Or maybe you got touched. I have no clue.
Whoa.
I don't know. I mean, I would explain it. I mean, I can't remember
don't try
anything.
To unrepress shit.
Yeah, maybe it was repressed. I have no fucking clue. I don't know what happened in those little stupid A-frames that had about as many spiders.
A-frames.
Yeah, A-frames. You've never seen an A-frame?
No.
You've never seen an A-frame?
I don't know what an A-frame is.
You don't know what an A-frame is?
I know what an I-frame is.
Oh my god. A-frame.
Like a frame to a picture?
These are too good for what I'm trying to say. No, I want an A-frame.
Even
The
the
fuck
internet.
is an A-frame?
You've never seen an A-frame?
I'm not alone.
Tent?
No. Okay, here we go. This is about as good as I'm gonna get. Let me copy this image. Well, I guess I could just show it on stream, couldn't I? How do I even Firefox? You can see all my other stuff. I don't really particularly care. Let's see. Does this work? There we go. So you see on stream, that image right there, right? You notice how good that looks.
What image?
What do you mean by what image?
Jesus, that took forever.
Apparently, I need to do no latency. You see that thing right there? Think of that, but not constructed that well, and about as small as Sin. Like you could fit maybe like 5 beds in there. Right?
I guess I know what you're talking about.
Like think of a TP, but
the tent
shittier.
that you had?
No. But this was shittier. But yeah, we slept in these when we slept in TPs. Sometimes it was an
the ones that
octagonal.
were always there.
Yeah, those were always there, never maintained.
I fucking hated those because you had to get rid of daddy long
Yeah,
necks every fucking time you wanted to use them.
Yeah.
And the worst part is, because we would go camping in Ohio sometimes, first off, fuck Ohio. That state is horrible. I'm going to feed into the Michigan hates Ohio trope here, but fuck Ohio, first off. Second off, specifically the campground we were at in Ohio, was the fucking perfect temperature, apparently, ecologically, for wolf spiders.
Yep.
So you'd
That
be
sounds
clearing out your fucking tent, and then from under the floorboards, something that's definitely not as small as a daddy longleg will come out. And sometimes, glad it's not in your tent, it has a bunch of babies on its back too.
Oh, God, that reminds me of a time. So in one of those stupid frames, right? Because over here, you can even get like normal campsites. Like if I wanted to go camping, you can go get one of those sites if you don't want to bring a tent or anything like that with you. But I think it was during Boy Scouts. It was either that or his outdoor school here. We were cleaning one of those out, right? One of the shitty little A-frames or whatever the heck you call them. A-frame, Y-frame, B-frame. There's a bunch of type of frame.
I think it's A-frame.
I know it's I know of an A-frame. That's primarily what we used. But so what you would have to do is because they kept the tarps, obviously it wasn't on it 24/7. Sometimes it was, sometimes it wasn't. And blah blah blah. But yeah, so you mentioned like hopefully the babies aren't on your side, right? Or your tent? Oh, they were on my tent.
No, they weren't.
No, they were on mine. Yeah, there weren't wolf spiders. I'll tell you that because over here we have brown recluses and black widows. But it was, I don't know what type of spider it was, but it was.
We have, I think, black widows over here. I've seen a couple, but like they're really teeny.
Oh yeah, no, they're not that big. And again, people don't understand, right? Most spiders, they don't mess with you, right?
No.
I mean, as long as you don't get near them, as long as you're not quote unquote threatening them, they're not going to come at you, right? They're more afraid of you than you are of them.
However, in my house, I have a strict I see you, you die.
You die, yes, of course, yeah. I have that with any insect. If I see you, you're in my house, you die. If I have a window open, that's a different story, all right? I accidentally let you in somehow. Get the fuck out of my house, right? Unless you're a spider, in that case, you die.
Wait, do you not have millipedes over there? Like the silverfish?
Silverfish. I think we have silverfish. I know.
It's like that. I think it's called like a house millipede or something.
Oh, I know we have poisonous. Over here we have the sentiment. If I can't remember which one is it. Centipedes that are poisonous or millipedes that are poisonous? I want to look it up.
No, it's centipedes because Madeline's cousin Donnie has a pet shop, and he does like a zoology thing where he goes from school to school and teaches about animals, and he will openly hold a millipede in his palm, but he will not hold a centipede.
Generally not. What about?
I don't understand.
Millipedes are
millipedes
have
are
a lot of legs.
Okay, yeah, opposite. Yeah. So over here we have a lot more millipedes. I was gonna say the non-poisonous one because I've seen both. Over here, it's just typically they're not in the house. We don't typically. I don't think I've ever seen a silverfish, a millipede, or a centipede inside of the house. It's always been outside. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, during camping, you see them all the time, right? I mean, you have to remember, I have two modes, right? So
have you never seen a house millipede?
No, probably not. No.
Oh my god.
I would shit my pants immediately if I woke up with one. Again, so I have an issue, right? If I'm at home, I expect no bugs. If I'm out camping, I can wake up next to a centipede and be like, hopefully you didn't sting me in my sleep, else I'm dead. Oh, no. But
what?
What?
What the fuck are they called?
A silverfish? Is that what you're talking about?
No. It is it's a house centipede. Oh. I hate these things with a burning passion. I'm just gonna DM it to you so I can get away from the photo because I'm not stuck in this channel.
Okay.
You ever seen one of those?
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit fucking disgusting, bro.
Yeah, I mean that almost looks like a earwig for me. Is that what they're called?
That's a house centipede. I thought I had it reversed. They don't. They're not harmful to humans, but every time
they're
I see
not.
Those bitches,
I always thought they were.
Yeah, no. They're too tiny if I'm correctly. Like they can't actually pierce our skin. Those things. That is one of the few things in a house. If I see it, I will hunt it the fuck down until I find it and kill it. When Mal and I first moved into this house, our basement, I'm not gonna say was infested, but like once a week, I would fucking find one. I, for like 2 months, just wore slippers downstairs and then would just went on a rampage. Would just look every single time. I haven't seen one in a while.
Okay.
But fucking I keep my eye out for those specific things because, dude, they are terrifying.
Yeah, no, I don't know. Like I agree. Those ones I've seen before. And again, I don't think I've seen them in my house before. If I saw them in a house, it was not one of my houses that I've was living in at the time. But I've definitely seen that before. I don't believe it was inside though. I believe it was outside in like my little rock area next to the car or something like that. If that makes sense. It's probably where I've seen it the most. That style. But I used to have a huge fear of earwigs. Because I thought they would get in your ear and like a tick. That's how the way they looked, it looked like they were shaped perfectly to get inside your ear and just, burrow.
Yeah, that's gross.
But I learned out, no, they don't do that. They're just called earwigs because I don't know why they're called earwigs. Why are we talking about bugs now? But yeah, like in my life, I just have two modes, right? If I'm outside in the outdoors, right, I don't care too much about bugs. Because I'm out in their territory, whatever, Normally, in that case, I'm not laying down or this and that. They're not going to sting me. If they sting me, they'll be my like leg or my arm or my fingers or something like that. Normally, it's not that bad unless it's a fucking poisonous black widow or something. But in my house, I have if I see anything, because I'm very particular, because I grew up with dogs and my dogs were stupid and they would like to eat everything. Like I remember my dogs trying to eat spiders. Our dog, I don't know about any of your dogs, but my dogs will eat. Literally, we had several cases of our dogs eating a bumblebee.
No, our cats would though.
It doesn't make any sense to me. They literally have stung you before. Why are you trying to eat them? I don't understand you, dog. It's just crazy to me. But no, I have a very on-off switch when it comes to that kind of stuff. I like my house nice and clean. I like it free of bugs. I like it nice and comfortable where I can walk bare feet, That's all that matters. Outdoors, I'm not walking bare feet, so doesn't matter to me. I think that's kind of the end-all be-all of it for me. I don't know about you guys' feel. I mean, I don't know. I know you guys aren't very outdoorsy people, though,
No, we are not. Definitely are not, sir.
No, not since my youth.
Gotcha. Yeah. No, I still like camping. The problem around here is just the times that things are open, right? Because a lot of the campsites are covered in snow most of the year until summer, and then in summer nowadays it's always above 100 degrees outside. So I'm not camping in that. You're kidding me? You can go fuck yourself. So I'd like to try winter camping or winter or fall camping before the snow happens, but a lot of times it's too damn hot, and then winter happens now. Kind of sucks. Oh, God. You know what I'm just thinking about now?
What?
The friend group just going on a giant camping trip. I think that would be interesting.
I don't think I've ever heard Madeline complain more, actually.
Than camping?
She hasn't said anything yet, but I can't imagine her complaining more.
About camping?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
I actually don't think she hates it, but I think if it was tent camping, she would not enjoy it.
I know my stepsisters were like that. They're like, I know my stepsister, my younger one, wanted to camp one time. We did it, and now she's like, no, I don't want a tent camp. I'm just like, it's not even that bad. I trust a tent camp better than like an A-frame camp, right? And maybe that's because I'm so
thing I got for you
what
is Madeline's family's lake house.
That's not but it's a house, right? It's not like even like a cap. It's not even like a cabin though. Or is it a cabin?
It's a full-on house.
Yeah. I mean, that's what I'm talking about. Like, it just doesn't make any sense to me. Because, like, at least for me, I trust the tent. Because I brought the tent with me, right? A lot more than whatever the hell framing is there already.
I have a tent in the back of my car at all times, actually.
That's probably smart. I really need to start doing that. I have, like, 4 tents in my house. Before I got heavily invested in this friend group, but before I met all y'all, I think I still might even have that tab up somewhere. Yeah, I do. It's called camping, and underneath my bookmarks. I have a bunch of camping stuff that I would like to buy. And yes, it was spurred by Laid Back Camp. Because, I mean, it's just camping would be fun. It's just hard to do it by myself because there's no real good places. But if I did buy a bike, which I do need to buy one soon, at some point, once I have a job, I swear, you know how much spending I want to fucking do if I ever get hired? You're never going to see me. I'll be bankrupt by the end of the month. And just go, like, bike camping. just take it up for like a day ride or something.
Man, laid back camp got you fucking dirty, bro.
It did. Well, I'm not going to drive a fucking scooter. You can kiss my ass. I don't want no goddamn Vespa.
Doesn't even want a Vespa.
No. I also don't want a 600 fucking cc Harley Davidson bike that you don't even have to take it out of third gear to go on the highway. God, that thing is too powerful.
He sounds salty.
Okay, listen here. All right, you get your motorcycle's endorsement, right? And your dad, has a bike, and he's like, oh, I think it only has like 800 cc's or whatever. I'm like, oh, okay. I was told that's a good starting size, right? It has fucking 600 cc. It goes zooming, and it's hard for me to control when I don't know anything about bikes. Okay. It's scary. It's like being told your first car to drive, right, is a fucking Lamborghini, and it's not yours, by the way. So you're already afraid that it's gonna kick your ass because it's a Lamborghini, so it's gonna go fast, right? Not only that, but now you also don't own it, so now you're learning on someone else's Lamborghini, which means you could crash it, and then suddenly you feel bad, right?
Don't crash Lamborghini. Just get good.
Just get good. I swear to God. I know we've gone on a big tangent there. Nothing remotely what Xander would talk about.
Oh, continue forth.
Yeah, so those are my times in Boy Scouts and Cub Scouts.
Oh, I forgot that's where we started. That
Yeah. Mm-hmm. No, I remember doing some archery, and I still think I could shoot a bow fairly well. But I mean, if I were to describe my physical activity in life, right, it was a steady incline, and then I gained 50 pounds in a year, and that made everything else rough. Still don't know why that happened. No one in my family knows why that happened. My metabolism must have shut off when I was like 14 or whatever the hell that happened. And ever since then, it was hard to do anything, and so it went down, down, down like a burning ring of fire. And then I hit college, got depressed, and I realized, no, I need to get myself a depression, so I started working out. And how we are today, where I can bench an Alex.
Yep, you can.
Yep. And that's
you could bench Xander before you could bench me, though.
True.
Probably.
How much do you weigh, Xander? Do you know?
No idea. 150, give or take.
I could bench him.
No fucking way.
If it's 150, I can bench him.
This motherfucker's like 130.
Oh, I could bench him easily.
Oh, I'm somewhere between 130 and 200.
No,
you're definitely not close to 200.
I know I'm not, but I don't know how much I weigh. I know I'm in that range.
Xander, when you look in your mirror with your shirt off, can you see your ribs?
Yeah.
He's not 150. He's 6 foot though, so he could easily be 150.
No, he is not. He's like
I am not. I am 5'10".
Oh, that's right. I forgot you're
on
short.
On a great day. On a high day.
Yeah, I forgot. Okay, yeah, you're short. I forgot about that one. Yeah, so probably closer to 130, 140 for him.
If he can see his ribs, I couldn't even see my ribs in high school, and I was 125.
And how tall?
Like 5'10" in high school.
Okay, well.
This motherfucker is like 110.
He could be. I mean, I have no clue.
110 out of the shower.
I don't know.
110 out of the shower. I can go weigh myself right now. I mean, I got a full bladder. I took a shower today. I've already eaten. I got the scale right behind. I can take off these shoes.
Well, you gotta take a shit before you do that.
The last time I was weighed was 2016.
Jesus Christ. That's the last time I saw a doctor.
Last time I saw a doctor was 2010.
No, you saw one way before that. Don't even tell me that shit. I remember you going to the fucking doctor with your mom.
The hospital? Oh, yeah, the hospital.
Yeah.
That counts. You get a physical when you go in there.
I did not have a physical.
They looked at Xander and said, yeah, that's a lot, huh?
The first words the doctor said, he was looking at his clipboard, walks into the room, looks up, says, you can't fake that. First thing he said. First words that was done.
What'd you do?
That. Nothing. I was excruciating pain. What'd you want me to do? I sat there and cried, basically. God. I just let tears flow out of my eyes. I was in dramatic pain, the highest pain I've ever been in my fucking life.
And then Xander looked at the doctor and said, fix me.
No, and he fucking they gave me a pill, which I swallowed, and then an hour later, I was like, you gonna do something about this pain? They're like, we already gave you blah, blah, blah. And I was like, that didn't do fuck all. And so at that point, I'm hooked up to an IV and they put shit into the IV. And it's like 11 p.m. at night now. And I'm like sitting there I have a baseball. Imagine the bottom left of your jaw, just a baseball there, just a baseball of pain, pure excruciating pain. And I'm like, are we gonna do anything about this pain? And they're like, you're shitting us. I was like, I'm in the highest pain I've been hit by a car, and this is way worse than that. Hey, getting hit by a car was easy fucking breezy compared to this right now. And then they gave me something, and I was out like a light. I went to sleep straight out. I woke up next day, felt fine, felt great. I was like, can I go? And they're like, no, you cannot. And then about 4 or 5 hours into that, I was like, all right, listen, either I'm leaving, I'm beating the shit out of somebody and leaving, or you're giving me a nicotine patch. Like, there's something's gonna happen here. Like, this isn't flying. And so at this point, they bring in a box of nicotine patches and they slap one on my shoulder. And when they pulled out the box, they were like, what milligram do you want? And I was like, the highest you have. And they're like, are you sure? I was like, yes. And they slapped that on me, felt great. I laid in bed for 3 days.
Jesus Christ. I cannot. You must be a handful to deal with at a doctor.
Oh, I am terrible to deal with in a hospital because I hate hospitals. The entire time I'm there, I'm just like, I want to go. I want to leave. Like, I don't want to be here. Like, thank you very much.
Or suck. I've never had a good time in a hospital. Granted, I've never been in a hospital for like a serious injury. It's mostly just visiting others or picking people up from the hospital.
The one benefit I will say to the hospital is when I was there at day one of like waking up in the hospital, first thing I did was took off the gown and put on my clothes. And they gave me a bracelet, like a paper, one of those paper bracelet things. And they said, you can wear your clothes. So I was really happy to be able to wear my clothes. And then when my mom came that day, she gave me new clothes. And like I was happy to wear normal person clothes. That was a huge benefit to that process. That made that a lot nicer. Because having to wear that gown the entire time I'd have been the biggest annoyance you'd ever seen.
What's wrong with the gown?
I hate it. I'd probably just laid in bed and slept. I'm not walking around with an ass gown. Fuck you.
No, you're not supposed to walk around. Well, I guess they do
right,
walk
ass gown and
yeah.
underwear, basically. So I got to wear my normal clothes, which was nice. That was nice.
Yeah.
Didn't have a lot of freedom. You're secluded to one floor of the hospital.
Oh yeah, no, they locked down that stuff tight. Oh yeah.
I mean, it's very easy to leave. I could have just walked into an elevator, hit the button, and left. I could have also just walked down the stairwell. Like no one would have known. It wouldn't have been that hard to leave, but I didn't. I sat there and waited until they gave me the okay.
Yeah.
I'm sure I wouldn't have gotten far. I imagine, especially with the bracelet on.
That's the thing. Is with the bracelet. If you took the bracelet off, then maybe
I take the bracelet off. I go through the stairwell, and like, I mean,
you might have been able to. Yeah.
Right. It's the whole thing. It's like,
and then you would have gotten the cops called on you, and
they're pumping me full of steroids. I'll just stay here with my IV machine and just get pumped full of steroids.
Yeah, the good stuff. Again, the only thing I've ever been pumped with is saline solution when I got dehydrated when I was like 5. I don't know, young enough that I don't even remember it. Besides the excruciating pain of waking up with a needle in my arm.
I wish they would have taken blood. I'd have had 100 questions then. What blood type am I? I would have asked you, like, and the other thing is, like, I know if you would have taken my blood, it'd come back with something. I wouldn't have wanted to hear it. I can't imagine. You don't go to a doctor for basically 20 years. You're going to have something.
No, I mean, you don't have to. I mean, I expect to go to the doctor and get told, yeah, you're fine besides you're fat, like I've always been told. You know, I mean, it's perfectly fine. If you work out, you...
Into the office and closes there, he goes, you can't fake that.
Can't fake that.
That's how you know it's only druggies that go to my hospital.
Jeez, right. Yeah, the healthcare system sucks in this goddamn forsaken third world country.
Yeah, sucks there. Sucks worse here.
Sucks everywhere.
I know, they charge the same amount and their mayor only makes 80K a year.
Oh my god.
80K, you're living the dream.
Jeez, right.
80K and he still can't afford his hospital bill.
80K and he... Jeez. And insurance is such a scam. Insurance is, the healthcare system is, diamonds are, food industry is, working is,
$7.25 an hour is.
federal minimum wage is.
Let's go help old people with their computers, bro.
Yeah, you make a killing in it,
You can.
or you get
You'll
shanked.
also every other day you'll get offered a new place to live too.
Oh my god! You wanted to stay at my house forever? They pull out handcuffs.
Yeah. I could adopt you. You need a new grandma?
You need a new grandma. That's not how adoption works.
You could probably get on put on people's wills that way too, because you gotta help write them up, you know?
Oh my, that would be a scam of a century.
I leave everything in my computer, Alexander. Here's this $15 million house on the water.
Out the water, already paid for. All you got to do is pay property tax, which is
All
$1
you gotta do
million
is sell it
a
and buy
year.
a fucking shack in BFE.
We'll live in fucking Minnesota. Jesus.
I feel like if you're rich, I'd love. If I was super
I'm
rich,
gonna
I'd
take a
want to live in
piss.
PA. I would want to live in PA if I was super rich. Good internet and cheap houses.
Yeah.
That's all. But you've got to be rich first.
You were at one point.
Yeah, I was. Then I've lived out being rich. I outlived being rich. Damn it.
Yeah. He was hoping
Spain.
he'd be dead by now. Sonny, chill.
That's okay. I didn't become a millionaire.
By the way, I had no fucking idea what was happening in that game.
Yeah, I feel like we get another person and we try that again. Maybe
Yeah.
better. I died. I got murked hard.
Nice.
Um,
I saw, actually. But it's been a minute since I've actually just browsed Steam, and a lot of new shit has just come out.
so are you excited for Sunday?
Is it because Ranking of Kings Season 2 comes out?
Demon Slayer Season 4.
Oh, that one's, yeah, that also.
That is the most anticipated TV show on my TV show website. The most anticipated show on Sunday is Demon Slayer.
What's the second one, though?
Second one, it's Last Week Tonight with John Oliver. So when you ask me what the most popular thing is, that's why I'm mad anime's on my list, because it's like it shouldn't be here.
Okay, I'm back.
Yeah, and then on Saturday night, the most popular, most anticipated thing is One Piece. 21x166 on Fuji TV, 8:30 p.m. is what it lists.
I don't understand that, because I don't think this week's was way better. Like, next week's will be good, but like this week's, oof.
You know what? Which is funny. Do you know what's below One Piece? The number 2 most anticipated thing of Saturday in the world, Saturday Night Live. One Piece beats Saturday Night Live in most anticipated show.
Damn. No, this week we got to see some cool shit though in the anime. We got to see 2 Devil Fruit Awakenings.
Yeah, K-Cups. I mean K-Shock and
Captain Kidd got he has the magnet fruit, and with his awakening he can assign
I would say it was a
magnetism
sign,
to
and that's what it
objects.
was called.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was wondering. I was like, wasn't awake. It was. What was it? It started with an A.
It's, assign magnetism to objects. So he assigns the Emperor Big Mom to become magnetic, and then all of the things in the arena fling towards her, swords, steel weave, and shit like that. And then the most over fucking powered one of them all is Laws. He has the room, the operation fruit, and basically he can make a room, like a bubble called room, and he can just basically edit anything in there as he pleases. He got his awakening is K room, which like kind of takes this bubble and turns it into like a goo, and he wraps the goo around his sword, and then it deals no damage going into an object, but then he just shocks the ever living fuck out of them from the inside. But also, it means he can pretty much just cut anything he wants with no resistance.
You know how many? Because this is on.
With-
oh god, I'm gonna have to put so
With
many One
lightning,
Piece.
basically, with electricity?
No, it's called K room. It's like think of it like a blue gel that he puts over his weapon.
I think it was like a
okay.
K-Cup, right? And it makes instant coffee.
You heard it here, folks.
Interesting.
Instant coffee.
How much is between us and the last rune?
Huh?
A lot.
Oh, we still don't have it in the manga, bro.
I know, but how
We're
much?
gonna go to Elbaf and we're gonna find it, but we're also gonna do the Shanks versus Luffy
Right, but aren't we being
meetup.
chased?
Right now. Kind
Yeah.
of.
Like on your way to Elbath, aren't you being chased?
We don't know yet. We're not on our way to Elbaf. We're in the middle of fights.
So
Fights with the Seraphim because Vegapunk. Presumably, it will go Egghead Island, where we're at now. Then it'll go Elbaf. You'll meet Shanks and all of that, and then Luffy will get the last poneglyph, and then Luffy will go to Laugh-Tale, and then from Laugh-Tale probably go to the middle of the back to Maryjoy, the land of the
fight the government.
the land of the Celestial Dragons, and he will just destroy that town.
But
He'll probably have a bunch of pirates with him, and he'll probably have his whole fleet, the Revolutionary Army, and
Do you think he's going to destroy, or do you think he's going to get mollywopped?
He'll destroy it. Or it's going to go something along the lines of while he's going to Laugh-Tale, his father, who's the leader of the Revolutionary Army, stages an attack on the world government, and it might be something along the lines of him losing, and then they're going to do another Ace incident where they're going to have his dad on the chopping block, and then Luffy will come through, and it'll be a repeat of the Summit War, but they'll win.
So it's not like Pokemon where we get to the end and then we lose.
Yeah, no.
Excuse
me, we got to the end of Pokemon, and Ash did become champion.
I don't know about that.
Of the worst region.
Okay, thank you very much.
Worst.
Yeah.
What's El Dragion doing, Daddy-O?
He's just leading the Revolutionary Army.
What? Oh.
Where's he at? Like, what is his current objective? What is he doing?
Yes.
Great. Love to hear
We don't hear
it.
about him that much because it's not relevant.
I know.
Right now.
Literally, he's the power of wind, right? Or water, or like he's
Wind.
Right, it's the power of wind. The power of goddamn wind. He's the greatest sailor of all time. Fuck Luffy, stretchy arms. What are you really doing?
We think he has the wind proof, but we don't know. It was never. I don't think it was ever made canon. I can look it up though.
We need to see him come into play.
There's a lot of things we need to see come into play in One Piece. One would be picking up the pace.
Yeah, do they do that in One Piece, or do they take their time?
They take their sweet goddamn time. I'm just happy that we're in a spot where we're so far behind them, the anime is, that we actually get full-length episodes.
Yeah.
So, you've seen this, Clone?
No fucking clue. I just went on their mal and shitted out 3 of the top-rated ones.
You're
which
as
I didn't like
useful
magic.
as a dead horse without a saddle.
Is a dead horse with a saddle useful?
Yeah, because you can check the pockets, you might be able to find something.
Yeah, we still don't know if Luffy's dad has a devil fruit or not.
Oh,
Really?
This. Oh, I haven't watched this, but it's been on my watch list for a while.
When are we starting episode 1?
You want to watch this?
Yes, I want to watch this. No, I'm making shit up. Yes. The fuck?
Okay, well, we can watch
What else
it.
do you have?
I got a lot of stuff I gotta watch for anime-wise. I mean, I'm trying to think of any other thing that is like Tomo-chan off the top of my head. Toradora is one that I think we could all watch together. I would say we could almost have a watch party where we could stream.
That's long.
We could. It's 12 episodes. Wait, is
No,
it
it's
24?
fucking
It's
not.
24.
It's
I'm
24.
fucking retarded. Yeah, it's 24.
Then I'm also supposed to watch this Maiden in Abyss.
I mean,
Yeah,
that's
that
not
one,
like Tomo-chan.
What happened to
That-
Maiden in Abyss?
I need to finish it.
I still need to finish season 2. It's one of those things where
Boy,
after
it's
I
something.
finish season 2, I could probably go back and rewatch the whole thing easily.
At once, but man.
But
yeah.
like, it takes some like visual digestion to get through, because like I've seen like a half of season 2. I'm going to probably finish it here soon, but I'm still processing what the fuck I watched. It's just
You're making it sound like it's a lot to embrace, and that's not what I'm looking for in an anime.
it's so good, but it's like
managing Gazorp's volume levels.
His volume
like
levels.
they
Wait
get
a
you
minute.
comfortable, and then they just pull some shit, and you're like, I feel disgusted for watching
Mhm.
this, and then they're like, oh, it's all fine again, we've got it fixed, and then we're back to being just disgusted. But then it's like, but it was so good the way they fixed this last time.
So it's so you're telling me the love for that show is about your love for how well they can fix their fuck ups?
Not even fuck ups, but also the music in that anime, top tier. The art in that anime, top tier. The story in that anime,
Top
I
tier.
want to know how it finishes.
Okay.
They got me hooked too bad. I gotta know.
What else is there in the action? Like, see, the bonus of Tomo was good animation, which I really enjoyed.
Mhm.
Like, good animation, and someone got the shit kicked out of him at least once every other week.
Yeah.
Every other episode, someone got shit kicked.
There's a lot of that.
A lot.
In Mid Abyss. There's some pretty good action. Reg is a very mean boy.
How
they
well
ease
did
you into
Tomo-chan actually do in terms of like anime world?
I think pretty good. Also, give me 1 second.
Well, he's
I mean,
gone.
It's ranked. It's top 1,000. That's pretty good. I feel
What?
like for an anime, Tomo-chan is already ranked top 1,000.
It was very anticipated. The manga was very popular. I mean, it's already
726. That's pretty crazy.
What is that around? 726. What's above it? What's below it?
Help me, I'm a Mal.
Okay, never mind. That's fine. You were just looking at it, and you're just looking at what it tells you. Okay. I wasn't sure if you're on the top, if you're looking at the rankings
No,
or
I'm
not.
just look-
You're
yeah,
just looking
just
at the
those-
page.
The
Yeah.
ranked popularity.
I mean, again, very popular. To be honest with you, in terms of animes, that's actually pretty low. I would rank that a lot higher, personally. Instead of like top 1,000, it should be top 100, easily.
What?
For me,
Tomo?
it's my top 10. Yeah, Tomo. He's saying for an anime that just released top 1,000 is pretty impressive, and it's like, yeah, it is. To be honest with you, but I mean, the biggest thing that I have an issue with the anime is I think they did really well because I mean they covered most of the things in the manga. It's just they could have done a little bit more. Like I would have loved to seen it like 13, maybe 14 episodes. I know it's 13 episodes. I wish you like a couple more episodes would have allowed you to see a little bit more of the world. But I think it was paced pretty darn well. I think they got the key moments.
That much higher though.
Huh?
I don't think it'll climb much higher though.
I don't think so. No.
I think they did a very good job of having that one extra episode after they got together.
Yes.
Like that was.
I was so pissed. Once episode 12 happened, I was like, there better be a 13. There better be, or else things are going to be hectic around these parts.
So the crazy part is of this company, all their animes, which I'm going through now, and
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Tomo's the highest ranked.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair with you, I don't like Magi. I'm not a fan of it. It was a little too fan servicey for my opinions.
It's still behind
It's been
Tomo.
so long.
It's an old anime as well, which was hard. The other ones I haven't really heard of them too much. The 10 centimeters apart one, that I've heard good things about that. That's about the only one out of that list that I was like, yeah, that's pretty darn good. Yuri, I don't think I've watched that. Have I? Is that one of the comedy ones you tried making me watch, Alex?
Yeah, that one's a good one.
I might have watched that one. I have to check Crunchyroll. I've watched too many animes, as you can see. I've definitely have watched this. Oh, it's this one. Yeah, your Yuri is fucking hilarious. Okay, yeah, yep. Nothing like Tomo, though.
Nothing at all.
Nothing like Tomo. Tomo is a very unique in terms of what it has. Like, if you're looking for, like, a tomboy... Like, it depends on what you mean by, like Tomo, right? If you're looking for, like, a good romance anime...
Good animation.
Good animation? I mean...
Love, Chinobio, and Other Delusions.
True. I would love to show Xander that. He might actually, maybe we
It
do
does
need.
have more episodes and a movie.
I don't think.
Paul,
I've seen
do
the
I
movie.
have to see the movie?
No, you don't
You're
never
gonna
have to see
wanna see
any
the
anime
movie.
movie. Normally. To be honest with you, I would love like doing like an anime watch stream with you guys. Not streaming the anime because we can't do that because DMCA, but just sitting there having reactions on stream, or just in a chat call, watching anime. I'm not gonna say anything, but I'd love to do a couple of that because I mean
Don't
Xander
break my illusion.
is getting over here being like, I mean, hey, Tomo-chan, if you're looking for good animation, right? I mean, to be honest with you, I thought Tomo-chan had an okay animation. Don't think it was out of this world. Personally, I think.
Oh, by the way, Dr. Stone's coming back this season too.
Oh yeah, I know. Yeah, 1 billion% chance.
God, I hate Dr. Stone. It shows up on the TV guides.
TV guides. Sorry, TV guides. What are you, a fucking grandma flipping through channels?
He's a
What
fucking
the
boomer,
fuck?
dude.
That's what we were talking about while you were
guides.
away. Like, do you understand on Saturday, One Piece has a higher anticipation on TV Guide than Saturday Night Live does?
Yeah, because Saturday Night Live is trash now.
I don't know who these motherfuckers are watching One Piece live.
On Fuji TV?
Yeah.
What is Fuji TV?
Obviously, it's the same people who make Fiji water.
They apparently show everything.
Oh, everything do they? Oh, I didn't know that.
I don't know about everything, but the fucking wide diversity. Psychopaths is on there, clone.
That's a good anime. Oh, that's a good anime. I mean, if we're talking about like animation quality, right? I mean, I think they had a very. I like that studio
What's
animation.
the best animation you've ever seen?
That's a tough one.
Clug, Zor, both of you.
The first one that comes to mind immediately is Demon Slayer, but that one was aesthetically pleasing, but it's not always great. Like the highs are probably one of the best highs I've ever seen, but the average is kind of meh. It's
I
kind of
don't know.
mid.
This new season of One Piece's highs, dude, are like movie
Massive.
production
Oh yeah.
quality.
Oh
dude.
yeah. And the movies. Ooh. I mean, you want to see
Like, they
good
had the
animation
budget?
quality movie, but
One
anime
Piece
movies.
Film Red.
Yeah, was pretty top tier. I'm trying to think. There's one that comes to mind, but I cannot place the name on it. I'm having a problem with that.
Good animation
Yeah.
from the New World.
What is that?
Why am I blanking
It's
on
a
that
psychological horror.
Okay.
It's about you're in
Oh,
this
this one.
village.
Right.
Yeah, you're in this
Yeah,
village, and
yeah.
everyone in there's a psychic, and it's after the world had ended, and they were told to not leave the village, and there's marked with like white ribbons on the outskirts of the village, because there's a lot of bad things on the planet. Come to find out that there's not really a lot of bad things on the planet. The issue is because they're all psychics. They have like subconscious psychic energy that morphed every creature around that town. So humans became mole people. And they do the bidding of humans outside of that village.
I think one that stands for me.
And does this have an ending, or does this?
It does
No.
have an ending.
Okay, because I feel like you
his,
just set me up
yes.
for like
Yeah.
we're gonna hear a mini story, and then it's like it ends, and
you
it's like,
follow
oh, the
a-
town's
yeah.
still fucking corrupt.
There's more to that, but that's like if there's like an overarching
Synopsis,
theme,
yeah.
it's kind of that. But you start with this group of kids when they're young, and you go actually throughout like their lives until
Their
they're young
lives, yeah.
adults.
Yeah.
It can be pretty fucked up.
It took me a while to finish that one. I watched. Yeah.
While you're watching it, it just makes you like question and just kind of feel a little gross.
Yeah.
But like,
yeah. Not as much as
it was
Made in Abyss.
it was enjoyable. Made in Abyss just kind of sometimes makes me want to go, okay, I'm not eating the rest of the day. We're done eating. That
Done.
we just
I'm
don't
gonna
do
go,
that anymore.
I'm just gonna go sleep. I'm gonna not think
I
about
can't
anything.
even sleep. Nah, I just go and stare up my fucking ceiling.
Where are my dogs? I need them. I need my comfort dogs.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
But don't squeeze them too hard.
To be honest with you, I just looked up a list of just animation, things with good animation, and I would say out of every anime I've watched, I would say Violet Evergarden probably has the best good
Well,
consistently.
that's not real either, though.
That's not even. I'm not even derp. I'm not even derp.
I've never seen
Okay,
that.
so Gazoo,
Oh
what do you
my
got? Best animation ever.
I would say Violet Evergarden for me. Out of like, if we're talking about consistently,
From the New World.
What is From the New World?
what he
That's
just
what
described.
I just fucking described to
Okay,
you.
okay.
You know what
Thinking
Violet
back on it,
Evergarden
yeah,
is?
yeah,
But like,
that's
let me rephrase. Is this a movie or a TV show?
It's a TV show.
It's a show.
Okay, because you made it sound like a movie.
No,
No. I think
it's
there's
a
like 24 episodes in
5,000-hour movie. It never ends.
But From the New World kind of has its own style of animation, but it's really good.
It's pretty unique. I will give you that. I mean,
It's pretty detailed.
I think we find more unique animations rather than good animations, and that's a good thing because I like studios with unique animations where you can always tell that it's them, such as Studio
you
Trigger.
talk about fucking Mappa pulling out the bangers this fucking like year.
Mappa. Which ones have done Mappa? That would be. Isn't that the one with the motorcycle engine startup?
Mappa. You want to know things that Mappa
Yeah, please.
does?
Yeah, I don't know studio names.
Anime television series. Okay, let's see. Yuri on Ice,
Oh, that
This
was
one?
good animation.
Zombieland Saga,
That's also pretty. That's okay animation. I think
God
it
of
would
High
be better.
School, Jujutsu Kaisen, Attack
Jujutsu
on Titan
Kaisen was
final
a close
season,
one. Disgusting.
Tact Op Destiny, Chainsaw Man,
Oh, I
Vinland
completely
Saga
forgot.
season 2,
What about
Campfire Cooking in Another World,
Oh my god. What about? There's another
Hell's
one.
Paradise,
Oh, what was that one called?
To the Abandoned Sacred Beasts,
Another one with good animation.
Dororo.
Oh, Dororo. Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're going back to their
I would
older
say that's
stuff because
some
they started in
old stuff.
2012.
Oh yeah.
Hajime no Ippo,
Ippo.
Punchline. Yeah, they got a lot.
Yeah, they do.
But Mappa's fucking crazy.
You
dude.
know-
They've been popping out the good ones.
You know what was fantastically animated? It wasn't great, but the music was out of this world. Vivi.
Oh, he found Shinseki Yori. That's what it
Yeah.
was in Japanese, From the New World.
Vivi was so great. It was made by Wit, so that makes sense. Oh, yeah. Oh, Wit's doing Finland? No, I don't think Wit's doing Finland Saga. Are they?
The
Oh,
animation
okay.
of Zombieland
Yeah.
Saga is good. Good.
It's okay. I mean, I
Until
would
we
say,
get to the 3D part.
yeah. I haven't finished season 2 of that. I need to. It's an idle anime though, so you're not gonna like it, Xander.
Not gonna like it. Okay.
In my opinion, I don't think you'll like it. It's comedy,
But From the New World.
From the New World,
psychological horror, but it's a pretty good.
we can set up some anime dates for us. We can sit down and we can watch some anime. I bet, right?
Oh, dude, good animation. Don't remember it, but I remember loving every moment of that show. Sleepy Princess in the Demon Castle.
Oh, I don't think that didn't have. Okay, right. Like consistently, it was mid, but when it had those cute moments and they upped the quality, like whoever got paid through
Yeah.
those keyframes, ooh, mama, they did their job well. Yeah, I'll give you that one. There's
Hey,
some good
Backham
stuff.
typically has pretty good animation.
To be honest with you, I really liked. Did you finish Ice Guy and his cool female colleague? The animation was unique. What I really loved about that animation style was the eyes. They focused everything
Yeah.
on the eyes. Those budget.
It was
it was
horrible animation.
So great.
Because 90% of the anime was them staring at each other and then one frame shifting their fucking eyeballs left and right.
But it was so good. The animations, the eyeballs were fantastic. They don't
It was
know.
one frame.
Yeah, but they
shift
don't.
To the left
They don't
and
ever.
One frame
They
shift to the
don't
right.
ever focus on the eyeballs. Okay.
Jesus.
All right. They never focus on the sparkly eyeballs of like a romance anime over and over and over again. It was so cute, so good. My senpai was my senpai is annoying. Is kind of like Tomo-chan.
There's no.
My
beatings.
senpai is annoying.
No beatings happen in My Senpai's Annoying.
No, okay, beatings do happen in Toradora. Good point.
They sure do.
They sure
Isn't
do.
Toradora the one where the girl gets face planted against the wall?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. I'm sitting here. I'm like, which one is like doesn't narrow it down in the slightest.
Right
but
there.
Yeah.
There you
that
go.
I knew which one.
The,
you were
the
talking
number
about.
one
Yeah.
wall face plant. You know what
Yeah,
I mean? The
yeah.
number one.
This is more Toradora shit right here.
Did you look up Toradora beat scene? Is that what you?
No, I just went to GIF and then typed in Toradora.
Toradora?
No. If you
Oh.
just
That's
type
the
in
first
GIF, if
one.
you go to GIF and just type in anime space wall, first one.
That's pretty funny. Yeah, yeah, that's Toradora. He would probably actually like Toradora. We could probably get over. We could probably.
Xander likes getting this shit beat up from two masochists.
No,
Jesus.
are you kidding me? He's a fucking sadist. Hands down, 10 out of 10.
Yeah, Xander's praying for another fucking baseball-sized thing on his jaw.
The first thing that comes up for Toradora on my site is Toradora portable English patched full game. What?
Toradora had a mobile
What?
game?
I guess. Why? And why is it here? Why is it packaged?
That's pretty. That's weird.
I apparently don't know how to put Toradora in. I don't.
It's Tora, as in.
Oh, it's
tiger?
one word.
Yeah, it's one word.
I need to let my dogs out.
Okay.
Just letting y'all know. Also, it's getting like too close to
I was gonna say we can probably start ending it here. We'll have to see how this stuff works. I don't know if YouTube's gonna work or Twitch. I like YouTube, to be honest with you, better than Twitch. It has much better streamability.
Yeah, we can also test streaming on both.
I
Really
can't do
just
that.
bogging that detail.
I can't do that. They don't. Streamlabs doesn't let me do that. We can find
Yeah,
a better way, though.
I mean, today has been a good practice run. Probably gave you a good understanding of it and stuff.
And this way, I mean, it's immediately on YouTube. That's the thing, because I know some people in our friend group prefer they just watch it on YouTube anyways. I mean, my thing about the YouTube thing, right, is, I mean, I won't say Twitch is a dying platform. I think Twitch is a dying platform, personally. I think I agree with you the most part. I don't think it does enough justice for, what is it? New creators, if that makes sense. I don't think it does a good job at because like you mentioned, right? It doesn't like, oh, this man streamed, let's say tomorrow, right? This might get recommended to somebody, and I might have more views. You know what I mean?
Right. No, I got you.
But I don't know. We'll see. We'll stream on it for a couple of months, and we'll see how it works. You know, I'll get Kayla to add it to the bot so it notifies people when we go live. I think that bot works for that. Not sure. We'll have to
Did
see.
we receive any outlandish viewers?
No, we only got 4.
4. All
think.
accounted for, I'm guessing.
What do you mean?
All 4 viewers accounted for, as in like we know all 4 people.
Drew showed up. Stefan showed up.
Then between me, you, and Gazor, probably.
Well,
all
you're
knows that
not
for
counting, I don't think, because you don't have the tab muted and you have the stream muted. Because it's not counting you and Alex. I guarantee it. At this present moment in time. But no, it's not like, I mean, the biggest thing is, right, these podcasts never get big views, you know? We've never had a big view podcast, even on Twitch. I
Right.
think.
But it's still worth it to be interested. You know what happened.
So I don't mind checking things out and seeing how, because like the biggest viewerage on Twitch I think we've had was like 15 or something. So we'll see what we get, because I mean, I don't know, I'm not I don't particularly care too much. I mean, I do care a little bit, but we'll do something, because on YouTube I think we can make it, if we make the YouTube side better, like I said, if I make chapters and stuff like that, which is a lot easier to do than having to wait for exports from Twitch. It might work better. And like I said, for the podcast at least, we could also just stream those on Twitch after I record them or something, if that is something we're doing. Yeah, and just, once a week we could just start having a backlog show on Twitch. Another thing that I would like to do is, if I had the spare money, I would see how much it would cost to upload this stuff to Spotify. And then people could watch it on Spotify, but I don't think that's really worth the investment. No clue, though.
Yeah, maybe down the road, like way down the road, something to discuss, but I don't think it's something worthwhile right now.
Agreed. But we'll see how it works with the gaming stuff, though, because if we get better viewership on YouTube on the gaming, then yeah, and maybe being actively more on streaming might push the YouTube more.
Yep.
No clue. I don't know. We'll have to test it. That's the point of this. Yeah. Okay. Anything to end us off else? I got some facts, I guess.
Oh. Oh, are they good? Are they well prepped? What are we
Well
getting into?
prepped? Never.
Like, what is this? What is this side of the planet or the other side of the planet? The whole planet?
What? What?
Hit us with your fact. I'm ready.
Okay, you've confused me. The first fact I got is apparently, I think in Britain, wet wipes will be banned soon.
What?
To help with water pollution.
What?
What?
How does that work?
So, yeah. All right. So you know how when you're taking a shit, right? There's always the debate of do you use toilet paper or do you use a wet wipe?
Guess I'm not that sophisticated, but go on.
Yeah. In the modern world, that's apparently a thing. I didn't know it was a thing until later in my life, but a lot of people use like a baby wipe and then throw it in the toilet and flush it, but that's technically not safe.
I'm still at like, 3-ply, 10-ply, the number of ply of paper.
Yeah, even 1-ply. So that's kind of cool, which would be nice. The next thing, I figured we'd stay on water topic. I got a couple here. Is wastewater more potent breeding ground for antibiotic resistance than previously known, which is strange. This is something obviously like than previously known. Okay, it's great. I personally feel like this was kind of already known because that's kind of, if you notice anything, wastewater meaning anything coming out of the anything going through the waste treatment plant. We don't treat for antibiotics or any of the stuff in the water. So when someone dumps a pill bottle in there and it dissolves into water, or when we piss out antibiotics, we just took antibiotics. None of that gets filtered out in a treatment center, right? We treat for sewage, not biotics or not any medicine, right? And that's why fishes have had whacked up hormones in streams that have high populations. So this is a weird article to be having right now from Science Daily talking about this. The University of Gothenburg in Sweden was studying this, and it's like, oh, there might be even more to this, but it's kind of interesting. But I guess it's more reasons to try to do more focus on wastewater, which is true. We do need to focus more on wastewater because we're polluting the environment pretty heavily through that. This is one that I found interesting. Was deep ocean currents around Antarctica headed for collapse? Study finds by the University of New South Wales. What do we got here? Deep ocean circulation that forms around Antarctica could be headed for collapse, say scientists. Blah 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 blah. What do we got? What do we got here in this small little snippage? Okay, so it's pretty much stating. I'm gonna guess off the top of my head. Yep, cold water that sinks near Antarctica drives the deepest flow of the overturning circulation, a network of currents that spans the world's oceans. The overturning carries heat, carbon, and oxygen, and nutrients around the globe. This fluids, everything in terms of that, marine ecosystems. Our modeling shows that if global carbon emissions continue at the current rate, then Antarctica overturning will slow by more than 40% in the next 30 years. Pretty much what that means is, if you didn't know, either one of you, and anybody watching the stream, is... So the ocean, you hear about ocean waves and stuff like that, and if you've studied sailing, you know that the ocean has currents. Not a lot of people think about the currents. They all think it's based off of the moon and the winds, which is practically the same thing. But to be honest with you, what makes the ocean move the most, in terms of, especially underneath the surface water, is temperature, because cold water is denser than warm water. So pretty much what happens is we have a natural flow system where, like you have those fish tanks, right? You purposely aerate it and you have that, movement of water to keep it from stagnating. You have that, but pretty much what it does is it just moves the water. It keeps things going. It funnels, as it stated, nutrients around the globe. It takes stuff from, like, for example, on the Pacific coast, on the western side of the United States, you have the cold waters coming over from the island nations over there, the hotter parts of the world where, you have Japan, you have primarily, at least on the Pacific Ocean, when you think about it, you think of Japan and the United States, western side. And so typically in that area, you have warm water over by Japan and over by the island nations and over by Asia. And then you have the colder waters over by us, because that's just how it works. That's just how the currents existed. And so what happens to us is then what happens then is because we have colder water, ours start sinking when it hits the coastline. And then you get it starts going more south into California where it starts warming up, and so then you have more hot water on the surface. And so all this current of movement, it helps spread oxygen, which is extremely needed for fish, which is why we aerate, aquariums and all these other things you put fish into. And nutrients, which is extremely important for helping not even marine ecosystems, but, any of the ecosystems by water, riparian areas, this and that, because everything eventually goes to the ocean. And so everything that goes to the ocean gets spread around everywhere. And that's where you will have, mussels that are invasive into Michigan because people took their boats in the ocean and then didn't fucking get it checked, or this and that. Even isolated bodies of water eventually will have things that were from the ocean because of evaporation. But yeah, so there you go. That's kind of fascinating. Something that you don't think about every day.
Hey yo, this just in
Interesting.
video game news wise.
Oh.
Pokemon Stadium.
Nintendo Switch
Nintendo
Online?
Switch Online, April 12th.
Oh my god. Good thing I have that.
Well then. Big
Well then,
things are
indeed.
upcoming.
Yeah, good.
1 hour ago.
Yeah, okay then. So that's that. I guess with that, that's the end of the stream, huh?
It was a good one. Good test for YouTube.
I guess we'll
And,
see after.
Thank you for everybody who showed up.
Yeah, thank you guys. And thank you, my wonderful hosts. We'll see you guys in 2 weeks. Probably on YouTube again, because we'll probably be testing this out for a little bit.